Hello, I'm AJ Odudu, and I want to chat about imposter syndrome, which is a confidence crisis affecting over half the women in the UK, which is a shocking stat if you think about it. But if you're not familiar with the term, imposter syndrome is that annoying little voice in your head that says that you don't belong here or that you're an absolute fraud. So, according to a new survey, 72% of women feel like an imposter when they're at work, which is a shocking stat. But that seeps out of work as well. That's in relationships, in education, even when it comes to feeling comfortable at the gym. I mean, how many times have we got fit before going to the gym? Certainly me. Guilty of that. I've been living and working as a TV presenter in London for the last 15 years. And part of my job description as a presenter is to appear confident. But there's been so many times throughout my career that that has literally not been the case. There's also times when I'm hosting a show and I get so nervous and think, oh my gosh, I can't do it. And then all of a sudden it all comes out. And of course, I'm able to do it. But it doesn't stop those moments of self-doubt, and it doesn't stop me questioning, do I deserve to be here? One thing that just kept coming up was my accent, how I spoke, and that being problematic. And it did start to get to me. I did start to question it, especially when someone at work suggested that I go for elocution lessons to cancel my accent, to soften my accent and speak less northern. And I was gutted about it, but it was something that I truly did consider because it was this thing that just kept on coming up. Ironically, now, all of the things that I had an insecurity about when I first moved to London are the things that, weirdly, they're like my USP. It's like, oh, you recognise AJ with that voice, the voice that someone literally tried to encourage me to get rid of. So I'm so proud that here I am 15 years later with my voice, with my personality, with my opinions, with my loudness, and I stuck at being just me. So we've established that imposter syndrome happens. I get it. Over half the women in the UK get it. So here are a few tips to try and help alleviate those moments. So 30% of women incite their imposter syndrome as stemming from perfectionism. So what I would say to that is we just need to accept that perfection doesn't exist. We all know it. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. No one is. And we need to lean into all of the beautiful things that make us us, that make us different, that make us stand out. I think it's really important to celebrate all of your successes, however big and small they may seem. If you've kept a plant alive, brilliant. If you've put your eyeliner on straight this morning, amazing. If you've got a promotion at work, pat on the back to you. I think we're constantly in this phase of moving forward and on to the next, when really we need to stop and take stock of all of the beautiful, amazing things that we're achieving in the here and now. Be kind to yourself. 44% of women who experience imposter syndrome say that they do so because they're constantly comparing themselves to others. Many a time, I think that we are so hard on ourselves for even thinking negative thoughts, for even allowing a comment to get to us and ruin our day. And these moments of self-doubt are never going to disappear. So I think it's actually important to acknowledge them and then let them go. I'm absolutely delighted to be working with Galaxy Chocolate and the Young Women's Trust to shine a light on this issue and to also help women thrive. If you want to hear more stories about how other people are tackling imposter syndrome, then visit Galaxy Chocolate's YouTube channel. I hope it helps.